Yo, what are we addressing first? It's all out war in the streets. Everybody's firing. Everybody's shooting. It's anarchy out there.
Yo, on episode 956 titled War of the Journalists, y'all already knew it was going to be some smoke. Now, DJ Akademiks, he been on one lately, and I'm not mad at it. He would call out Dr. Marc Lamont Hill by stating he has no journalism experience when it comes to this hip-hop. Like, this hip-hop bag belongs to DJ Akademiks. So why is Joe Budden hiring Marc Lamont Hill if he's not going to do the footwork, take note, and lay down the facts? Why is he ducking smoke? And the guys have a lot to say. And when I tell you Mark didn't chew his carrots twice, here it is.
Marc Lamont Hill was called out by name. We gotta start. We gotta start from the top of the list.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Who called me out by name?
DJ Akademiks.
You talking about? Okay, yeah. I just saw another tweet from him about 10 minutes ago.
Do you walk it back?
No.
So he's still shooting at you?
Yeah, I guess.
So the war is still afoot.
I don't know if I call it war.
Afoot.
But I like the word afoot.
I do too.
The last thing he sent was an hour ago.
We got clip. No, I don't have it yet. I'm looking. Go ahead, Mark.
Well, if it's chronological, but the one I saw an hour ago said Marc Lamont Hill, smart guy, had zero insights on any valuable stories in hip hop. No sources, no research, no new information. His job is to just be the smartest nigga in Joe Budden's circle. Where is the journalism?
That's what accent did?
Said about me, yeah. About an hour ago. But I think last night there was a live stream. Everybody sending it to me. Not upset. People are waiting for a response. I should say they're not upset. They're engaged.
Okay.
But I think Joe's gonna play the audio, so I don't want to step on it. But he basically been saying me, Rob Markman, and Lauren LaRosa are trash.
I think that was the gist.
That's the gist.
Or y'all are pussy journalists because you don't
report on Roc Nation. That's what this is all about, right? This is all about Roc
Nation. It's the Drake Roc Nation steak versus whatever they're doing
to validate his findings. The tenured Marc Lamont Hill.
That's good to hear.
Y'all on some facetious shit. I don't respect none of y'all niggas. Y'all niggas on some journalism shit. Let me tell you where the journalism coming when it comes to y'all niggas. Nigga, you just a writer, nigga. Like, yeah, you listen to hip hop and you from the culture, this and third, but nigga, when I think about journalism, I think about investigative shit. None of y'all do that. Definitely not you. You the genius, nigga. You don't do that. Lauren LaRosa is I called for a statement. She don't do that. And anybody else I mentioned, I basically told y'all, all three of y'all niggas to eat a dick. You don't do that. Third, but nigga, when I think about journalism, I think about investigative shit. None of y'all do that. Definitely not you. You the genius, nigga. You don't do that. Lauren LaRosa is I called for a statement. She don't do that. And anybody else I mentioned, I basically told y'all, all three of y'all niggas to eat a dick. You know why? Because the real journalists these days that put the work in is the YouTubers, nigga. They put the work in. I've always said, you know why I came up in hip hop? I came up in hip hop shitting on niggas who wrote, the journalists who wrote for Hot New Hip Hop, all these other bum ass sites. I shitted on them because I would download I figured out, let's get the indictment. Let me go read 700 pages. Let me go read 10 different things. All y'all did is repost. All y'all do is repost shit. So when I hear y'all talk about shit, even when you don't even know the case, you like stumbling, fumbling, looking at your notes, you don't even know what you're talking about. How you a journalist and you have zero idea? I talk about the case not only because I'm sued, I talk about the case fluently because I know it back and front. How are y'all journalists? Is it because I pop shit and I could talk?
I think you get the gist of what he's saying. And this comes about because he had discovered that somebody from the Roc Nation's barbershop's cousin, his nephew's lawyer, was also doing Pilates with the people that did the deposition on It's a whole bunch of, I don't know, because I'm not a journalist, and when I don't care, I'm not getting into it, and I don't care about all of that. I don't see what the fuss is. You know that these companies are beefing, they're going through shit. Yes, one side calls themselves doing their due diligence. Mm-hmm. I guess Act just wants Charlemagne. All of this shit is intermingled. I guess he just wants Charlemagne to admit that he worked with Roc Nation, which to me is not even really a big deal. I don't care. But let's get back to what he's saying. He's saying that y'all journalists are not really journalists because he's uncovering all of that. And I do think that he's just probably getting his stuff from Drake himself. But that the journalists are not doing their homework to kind of uncover this stuff. see if it's true or not, and speak to it.
What do you think about that?
What do I think about that? He says, I don't break hip-hop stories and do investigative work, and I don't produce new information on hip-hop. I would say, Akademiks, you are correct. I don't claim to. I haven't done hip-hop journalism in probably 20 years. And when I did, I was a music critic, and I report on stories that are relevant to hip-hop. But I don't walk out here saying that I'm a hip-hop journalist. I don't think I've ever said that out here. I wrote some of the earliest books on hip-hop, and I've made a huge contribution to hip-hop, and I still study hip-hop as an academic, but I'm not a hip-hop journalist. And when Joe hired me, to my knowledge, we were out on the balcony when you made me sign the contract. When we talked,
he hung you over the edge.
he in the end, yeah.
Me and you gonna go to lunch.
I don't think Joe ever said to me, Mark, I want you to be my hip hop investigative journalist. If I thought 90% of the criticism I get up here is that I'm supposed to be the political guy, but ... or we got too much of that political shit. And I didn't know that my job up here was to be covering or to be breaking stories on any topic, but especially not on hip hop. Am I a journalist? That's one of my roles in life. It's not my primary job, but it is a job. And for the last 6 weeks, I've spent every single night on my channel breaking new information on Nolan Wells. From the moment he died, I've been covering the Nolan Wells case. I think that's a better use of my time than Roc Nation versus Drake. But
can I jump in and just add one thing to what you're saying? Yo, Ak, who the fuck you think you talking to, nigga? Hold up for a minute now. We two. Enough. Yo, watch your fucking mouth when you speak about the good doctor thing. We too peaceful. We ain't taking that shit.
He know what he really saying.
We ain't taking that shit.
You know what he mean, nigga. You just trying, you finding a way. All right, yeah, you're not, but you know what he's saying. Address what he's saying. He's saying you started to address it. You don't.
Yeah,
you don't feel like the Roc Nation versus Drake is important enough for you to cover. Let them cover it.
It's important for us to talk about, but I don't. The amount of energy it takes. Think about what Pablo Torre does with the Clippers, right?
And we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
I don't know what he does.
Or think about anybody that does anything investigative. That takes time, energy, resources. If I go through all of that, and it turns out that Roc Nation has a axe to grind against Drake and they're fucking up his career and undermining him, I don't feel like that would be a good use of my time. Do I think that's true? Yeah. I watched that. What's that thing called?
What's the Dirt?
What's the Dirt? Because people say I was ducking. I wasn't ducking. I'm busy. Like I got other things to do.
Yeah,
I write books. I read. That just isn't something. I'm not interested in it. You know why? Because I think it's probably true. Like I don't. It's not that I'm ducking it or I'm afraid. Yes. Do I think Roc Nation has the power to fuck somebody's life up? Yes. Do I think they don't like Drake? Yes. Do I think that they might be behind some shit? Sure. I don't know enough to fact check it, but let's just assume it's true. Be clear. I'm not running from it. I just don't care. Not because I'm a Roc Nation employee. Roc Nation's never given me $1. I've never been to a brunch. Like, none of that. I just don't care that much. Let's assume it's true. Now, what do? Do I organize the troops? Do I go to the street? Do I go get a bunch of people together to rally behind Drake so that we can free him from the clutches of Roc Nation? Like, what the fuck do I do? I know what I do. What I'll do if I find out Nolan Wells was killed by his friends. I know what I'm gonna do there. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm gonna do when we talk about people dying or not having lead in the water in Jackson, Mississippi. Another thing I investigated. I wrote a whole book, Nobody, about Ferguson and people dying from lead, being shot by police in Flint, Michigan, having lead in the water. I know what we did there. We got people water. What do I do after I do all this work and put 1,000 hours in to find out that Drake who has a ton of money is being fucked by somebody who has just as much or more money? Like, I just don't care that much. You're right.
And I could get water to you, nigga. Come on, nigga.
He want me to turn up, but it's like
no, it's not. But you get me back in the fucking like adult mode, man. Watch your fucking mouths when y'all talk about niggas. That's all I want.
And sometimes you need to do that. This is a situation. I don't have a beef with Ak. He's right. I don't contribute much to this show in terms of breaking stories. I don't know why that became my role, but he's right. I don't contribute much to that. Thank you for calling me smart.
I think that this story.
You got an eye on you, Ak.
I also don't think that this story is exactly hip hop journalism.
No.
It seems like gambling journalism.
Yes.
To me,
big business.
It's big business. It's investigating big business. It's not about hip hop.
there are hip hop
It's just
members
hip-hop is
involved.
affected. Certain areas of hip hop is affected by it.
So an act wants just the people to cover it, and he wants us to talk about it and condemn Roc Nation for the.
I think he wants some level of unbiased reporting, right? From what I gather, it's like, yo, you guys might know that these things are going on, but because you guys are so scared, you won't say a thing about it. You know what I'm saying?
You know my problem. Why niggas can't really be loyal to their relationships? Let's say if that was the case, nigga. So what? Act you cool with Drake, and you show that you cool with Drake. If a nigga was up here cool with Jay-Z, isn't a nigga job is supposed to defend his man? Not saying it's being done, but so what? Niggas be saying things like, yeah, I'm scared, that's my man. If a nigga my man, there's plenty of things these niggas try to tell me about this nigga. Mum's the word. I will not say anything.
Plenty of things. It was a lot.
Listen, what I'm saying is that a nigga can't get me to talk. A nigga cannot get me to talk about my man. You defending me to some shit. Half the shit we in is because of me, nigga. You defending me to some shit. Now, did you go and talk about me? We come from different things. You supposed to defend your man. If Jay is somebody man, niggas ain't gonna talk about their mans up here. Sorry, you want niggas to admit, oh, that's my friend? Okay, we gonna admit it. Oh, that's my friend. If niggas ask me about Joe, Webb, anybody, that's my man, I'm not talking about it. That's it. There's nothing wrong with that. You cool with Drake. I watched you, nigga. I watched you go through the shit with Drake. It happened. That's your man. Nigga can't get you to talk bad about Drake. That's it, my nigga. Why niggas don't respect that? Yes, we look up to the Joe Budden podcast or the people up here as the people with the information that's supposed to break the news because of the big following. Also, a lot of niggas have relationships. Also, it's more than relationships. A lot of times niggas is in business and niggas is not gonna sacrifice their business for clicks or views. I'm sorry. I don't think a nigga's wrong for protecting his relationship. Same thing with me and the Cameron situation. When I said nigga Cam gave me, allowed me to get $100,000 and I don't want to diss him, they looked at me bad. I'm not dissing a nigga that put money in my pocket regardless of what he says. If he not talking about my family or my children, which is a thing for me, he's good. Talk whatever you want to talk. I'm going to see you next week and we're going to talk about it as family or whatever we're going to do. Which end up happening. Niggas can't preserve and protect their relationships. Enough with this shit, my nigga.
And here's the thing.
I'm protecting my relationship, yo.
And I hear Flip, and I agree with everything you just said for you. Some people might look at me and say, well, Mark, you put yourself out in the world as somebody who calls balls and strikes. You put yourself out to somebody who does say they're going to hold people accountable, right?
True.
Cool. So 2 weeks ago, we had a knockdown drag out in here about Target.
We did.
And I was the one criticizing Jay-Z.
You were.
You were.
When Jay-Z got involved with the educational shit in Pennsylvania,
You were.
I made videos about it, investigative videos about it, criticizing Jay-Z. With the Super Bowl shit happened, I criticized Jay-Z. I don't mind being on the wrong side of Jay-Z. I don't care about this stuff. Yeah, because the other issue was about educating children. The other issue was about the right to protest. You know what I'm saying? The other issue was about national boycott. I'm not running from smoke. I'm not running from criticizing powerful people. All I do, nigga, I fucking criticize the state of Israel in front of the United Nations. I fucking made a book with Mumia Abu-Jamal. Like, I'm not afraid of Drake.
Now, I might have to agree with Marc Lamont Hill on this one. Mark is doing the investigational work when it comes to the bigger heavyweights, such as the Nolan Wells. And Joe already has a few people on that couch that can talk about hip hop, that can talk about Roc Nation versus Drake, that can talk about Nicki Minaj versus Cardi B. Joe has those people on his couch, including Joe himself. So when it comes to why he hired Mark, I do believe it was for the optics of an intellectual energy. And I love what Queenz Flip said. Like, yo, if this is my man's, y'all not gonna pay me enough to talk about him. Just the same way DJ Akademiks refuses to talk about Drake. So it's like, girl, why is the pot calling the kettle black? All right. I'll holler at y'all later. Until next time, y'all stay safe on this internet.